Okay, so Joe Joyce has activated his rematch clause with Zhilei Zhang, which means obviously now Tyson Fury won't be fighting Zhang in July. Now, I've said before that I think Fury versus Ruiz is a good fight. I have no criticism of Tyson Fury if he takes that fight, and logistically it makes sense because it knocks him out of the mandatory position, which I'm sure the WBC will consider that as a mandatory defence. Now, and also because the split will be lower, then even if the fight doesn't sell all too well, then Tyson Fury will still make big money from it. Now, I said I prefer the Zhang fight to the Ruiz fight, and that doesn't change, but that's not Tyson Fury's fault if that fight can't happen. But there are fights that I prefer over the Andy Ruiz fight. Now, I hope Tyson Fury does fight Usyk in December. I think they should both have a fight in the interim now, because if they fight in December without fights in the interim, then that would mean Usyk would have been out for 16 months and Tyson Fury out for a whole year. I don't see that as being ideal. Then either of them can complain that they were inactive. I don't want any excuses. I think Usyk should go fight Dubois, and Tyson Fury should fight somebody who mimics Usyk. Now, the Zhang fight would have been actually good preparation because Zhang is a southpaw and he throws a very, very accurate straight left hand, just like Alexander Usyk. The thing is, he's not the same dimensions as Usyk, totally different style, and had he fought Zhang and if it had been a competitive fight, then Fury would have left with lots of lumps and bumps, possibly cuts and scar tissue, and it may have taken a little bit away from him. The Ruiz fight, as good as the fight is, and I'd like to see it, it's not preparation for Usyk, because even though Ruiz is about the same height as Usyk, maybe an inch or two shorter, I believe officially he's 2 inches shorter, but I don't think Usyk's 6'4". I think he's probably 6'2.5", 6'3". Joshua, if I'm not mistaken, is listed as 6'6", and to me he looked more than 2 inches taller than Alexander Usyk. The fight I'd like to see Tyson Fury take is against Michael Hunter. Now, I know Michael Hunter has this weird tournament coming up. I'm sure for the right money, you could get him to just ignore that fight, that tournament. Michael Hunter, same sort of dimensions as Usyk, I believe slightly shorter, so Tyson Fury is going to have really good hand-eye coordination in order to hit Michael Hunter, because as anyone who has fought knows, reaching down about 6-7 inches to hit your opponent is not easy, and it messes with your depth perception and your hand-eye coordination. Michael Hunter is a very, very fast starter. Now, although he hasn't necessarily got all the same angles as Usyk, he attacks with absolute manic speed, and it's really hard to catch him clean. You watch those first 6 rounds against Usyk and against Alexander Povetkin, he is really, really hard to nail, even for the best guys. Now, I think this would be perfect preparation for the Usyk fight. What Tyson Fury can bank on is Michael Hunter is a front runner who doesn't really pace himself all too well. So even if Hunter wins the first half of the fight, odds are he's going to gas out, and then Tyson Fury can start working on the inside and possibly knock him out. Now, I'd make Fury a favourite in that fight, but I mean, Michael Hunter could upset the odds on the cards. I could absolutely see that. But another thing is, Michael Hunter has made some really ridiculous decisions with his career, which have kept him inactive, and he's not getting opportunities. And I mean, he should have turned down that Hrgovic fight. He should have taken it. But look, despite that, he's still a legitimate contender, and I want to see him get his shot before he's over the hill. And if Tyson Fury can essentially nullify Michael Hunter's offense in that first 6 rounds by boxing on the back foot, or just keeping him at range, or just by getting up close and leaning on him straight away. If he can do any of those things, that's preparation for Usyk, and actually it might change how I see the Usyk fight going, because I think in the first 6 rounds, Michael Hunter is way more dangerous to Tyson Fury than Alexander Usyk. I think it's in really the last quarter of the fight where Usyk will ping Tyson Fury back. He's going to be hitting Fury quite easily in the last quarter of the fight, last 3 rounds, and possibly the first sort of 1 to 3 rounds as Tyson Fury gets going. But I don't see him sort of dominating the first 3 rounds against Fury, if that makes sense. Whereas Michael Hunter, I think the first 3 rounds against Fury, he's just going to absolutely dominate. Basically, he's going to school him. But I'd be picking Fury to grind him down and possibly knock him out. Certainly a points win, but if Fury can nullify Michael Hunter, then I'm telling you, I may well just pick Tyson Fury to beat Usyk on if he can do that. So tell me what you think. I keep forgetting to ask, but subscribe to the channel, like, comment. Tell me what you think. Who do you want to see Tyson Fury fight? Do you think that Michael Hunter is a good preparation fight for Usyk? Do you agree with me that Michael Hunter has a very good chance in that fight? Do you think he even needs to prepare for Usyk? Maybe you think that Tyson Fury should actually just fight once a year like Mayweather did and preserve himself. Tell me what you think. You have yourself a great day, and thank you.